Nearly 1 billion people, 1 of every 6 human beings, lack access to clean drinking water. Sadly, contaminated water is the leading cause of death in the world today. In the face of these facts, how can one person make a difference? The new documentary, La Source, demonstrates what one man who inspires others can achieve. A Princeton University janitor by day and a cab driver by night, Josue Lajeunesse has a mission to bring water to his impoverished native village in Haiti. CANAPÉ talks to the hero and the documentarian Patrick Shen, who brings his story to the screen.
I left her at her desk yesterday. You want to see her, Cliff?
Tony, I do not hear you clearly. Would you please repeat for me?
Il était pas chez eux, il bon côté, il tandem, les m'a brûlé. Il râlait sorti dans trou côté taperia.
If you're just joining us, we're following the breaking news out of Haiti. The largest, most powerful earthquake in the region's history has crippled the country, measuring 7.0. Its epicenter was just a few miles outside the capital, Port-au-Prince.
One of the 8 characters that I featured in my last documentary film, The Philosopher Kings, is a film about the lives of janitors and the wisdom of janitors. And so it was in that film that we learned about Josue and this much larger story about Haiti and his dream to bring clean water there. And I knew it was going to happen. And so I was witnessing my friend Josue here on the brink of fulfilling this lifelong dream, and I knew that the story had to be captured. Because I kept thinking, what would happen if I didn't do it? What would happen if nobody cared enough to document the story and no one was there to witness it and share it with other people? It would just sort of happen somewhere and no one would know that it happened.
Since they were teenagers, Chris Madon and Josue have dreamt of making clean water accessible for their people. While Josue was still in Haiti, the brothers developed a plan to cap the natural spring at the top of the mountain and pipe the water down into a series of cisterns throughout the village. In March of 2010, just 2 months after the earthquake and 3 years since he's been able to travel home, Josue accompanies the team to Haiti to assess the scope of the project and determine what it will take to finally make this dream a reality.
When I come in here, I was coming, to see a better future for my family and a better future for my town. Because when I left Haiti, everyone was in my mind, and I was always thinking how, what I can do, to help them out. It was something like I was growing up with. It's not one day I get up and say I was going to do that. But that's something I was start working when I was little boy. And that's something I grew up with, is in my system. And if you look right here, you can tell, I was hurt myself, to go get clean water for my parents. So it was in my mind, and it was something I was dreaming every day to make that happen. If you have something in your mind, no matter how hard it is, if that's something you will see, you can't, save people. You something, you are interested, about it, and you love it. No matter how hard it is, even it take you, something we can do in 1 month, it take 5 years, you will doing it. You will put your passion on it, your time, and you will get it done. That's not the way I see things.
All of them, that's La Source, but they don't have water.
Après le côté de sèche,
I think that's, it's in the simple things that are the most profound, at least for me, in regards to sort of how we guide ourselves through our life and how we lead our lives.
You know, this could be something that we can be really proud of, just as a generation of people at Princeton, like, this is what we did.
The greatest needs are the very simple things. It costs about $3,000 to dig a well, and that provides water for an entire community for like 20 years.
When you're talking about water, you're talking about life. For example, look at it. That's something you need all the time. You use it for every single thing. You can say electricity. If you have, you don't have electricity, you can't use the conduit. But this water is life. It's pretty much, big part of every human being.